People will pay a lot for coaching, and people will pay a lot for a lot of things, you know? Anyone who buys anything from Apple, is there anybody in this room who has any Apple products? Raise your hand. Okay, so if you look around, go ahead and do that again. Look around. First of all, I'm going to be teaching some of the secrets to Apple's crushing success here, right? So, I mean, that's a testament to that, right? Like, man, they are successful. But if anybody who has any of their Apple products, you're paying way more than anybody who has anything else. Maybe double, maybe triple what other people are charging. You know, if you look at how much is the latest MacBook Pro, and you compare that to basically any comparable computer, it's probably double to triple the price. Now, I'm not saying they're charging too much. I'm saying people will pay more than we think. You start working with somebody and you take a look at their prices, and you know, one of the things I'll always do is encourage people to try testing higher prices. You know, if it's for coaching or consulting, start off charging higher prices. If it's for info products, that's something you might want to do more testing with, right? Because that's a little selling coaching and consulting isn't the same as selling info products or other things. Other things, you'll want to test pricing and see how it sells at different prices, versus coaching and consulting will sell at any price. I haven't found, every amount I've ever thought to charge so far, or decided to charge, I should say, people have been willing to pay. So I started off charging $199 a month, and now clients pay me $100,000 to work with me for a single day. One day, I'm going to charge $1 million to work with me. I don't feel ready for that yet, but I see it in my future. One of the things that's true about pricing, especially for coaching and consulting, is that no matter how much you charge, there's going to be people who can't afford it, but no matter how much you charge, there'll be people who can. Right? And one of my friends years ago, he was a sales coach, and he was charging his clients $400 a month, and he didn't do what I said, which is to just start charging the new clients more. He just went ahead and told all of his existing clients that his new coaching fee was $800 a month. And he said he's going to be working with fewer clients and just, being a more powerful coach for the ones he keeps. And so he about just under half of the clients left. So he ended up with just over half the same number of clients now paying twice as much. So he got to work half as much and make the same amount as he was making before. Now, if it was me, I'd have said, hey, keep all those clients and have all the new ones come in at the higher rates. But, he was braver, I think, and maybe a little reckless, who knows. But think about this. Every client first of all, if you feel comfortable, if you have at least one paying client, raise your hand. Okay, that's awesome. Great. So that client that hired you at whatever you're charging probably would have paid you more. Maybe they would have only paid $100 a month more. Maybe they would have paid double. Maybe they would have paid 5 times as much more. But I can virtually guarantee you they would have paid some amount more than what they're paying right now. Unless you offered, told them what your coaching fee was, and they said they couldn't afford it, and you said, well, what could work for you? And then you found a number, whatever, maybe you something. But most of the time, somebody who's willing to pay $500 a month is probably willing to pay $600, right? Somebody who's paying $2,000 a month is probably willing to pay $2,500 a month.